These queens really knew how to sashay, shantay, and slay that runway.
God bless Mother Nature. That's right, honey. And she did what she had to do.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 RuPaul's Drag Race lip sync battles. For this list, we're taking a look at the most memorable lip sync showdowns from this reality competition show. As RuPaul would say, good luck and
don't f it up.
Number 10. Tyra Sanchez versus Raven.
I must see them lip sync for their lives.
The synthetic claws came out when rivals Raven and Tyra Sanchez battled it out.
I'm ready to win this.
Both were equal parts sickening and shady, and each had a real chance at the crown. So when it came down to the final lip sync, neither held back. Raven stuck with her signature style of sexy twirls and her poses, whereas Tyra walked up to the judges' table to give them all a close-up look of her unclockable beat.
I went to the judges' table and I stood right there in front of them. I really gave it to them.
What really sold this lip sync were the queens' impeccable outfits. Tyra's green and baby pink poolside fantasy was the cherry on top for expertly crafted eleganza of the season. While Raven's black corset look was so good, it inspired Naomi Smalls to copy it years later.
Naomi Smalls.
Baby? Oh, damn.
Raven is such a huge inspiration. I really just want to pay homage to how amazing she is.
Number 9. Jinkx Monsoon versus Detox.
I'm sorry, my dears, but you are up for elimination.
When Jinkx finally landed in the bottom so close to the finale, things were looking kind of rough. She'd shown her quirky comedy chops in previous challenges, but could she lip sync?
The lights go down, and the last things I say to myself are, I love you, Nana, and water off a duck's back.
Detox had already sent home 2 queens with her slapstick lip sync skills. It was looking like Team Rolaska Talks, made up of Detox, Alaska, and Roxxxy, were a shoo-in for the top 3. Luckily for Jinkx, Malambo No. 1 was the perfect song for her to show off a little bit of her shtick. And having ditched her huge hoop skirt before the runway, she was able to pop her hips, twirl, and nab that shantay. Number 8. Trinity K Bonet versus Milk.
I'm feeling shocked. I didn't expect to be in the bottom 2, but I'm gonna work it out.
Milk's avant-garde drag style and goofy personality left us gagging in season 6, challenging the judges' expectations with her boy drag and unique facial hair choices.
I am serving hermaphrodite realness. I am feeling Xanadu and I am working it out.
Trinity, on the other hand, with her lackluster acting skills, seemed to fade into the background week after week.
Just take a second, let me show you how I flow. Rhinestones and big hairs down to the flow.
When they went head-to-toe in the lip sync, it seemed more than a little likely that Milk would come out the victor. But when the music started, all bets were off. Milk busted out an off-color bunny hop boogie, but nothing could top Trinity's sexy hip-hop movements that work perfectly with the song.
Trinity is really serving it up with her long-ass weave. She looks bomb.com.org.co.uk.
Number 7. Sharon Needles versus Phi Phi O'Hara.
Calling her a pageant queen, is that a read?
What better way to bring the drama than a battle between the forces of good and evil? The pair's opposing drag styles caused some serious friction in season 4, with the conflict reaching its climax to the tune of It's Raining Men.
I don't want to go home. Plain and simple.
Good luck, and don't it up.
To top it off, they were wearing contrasting angel and devil outfits, which perfectly highlighted their mutual animosity. The lip sync itself was anyone's game right up until the end, leaving us holding our breath to see who would shantay.
Oh, my wig was hanging on by one freaking bobby pin. I'm not keeping that bitch on my head. Might as well go. It's in my way.
Thankfully, Willem was caught cheating and was disqualified, leaving them to prance it out another day.
Willem, I have to ask you to leave the competition immediately. Now, sashay away.
Number 6. Katya versus Kennedy Davenport.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely.
Season 7's Hello Kitty challenge threw a lot of queens through a loop. notably Kennedy and Katya. But when it came to the lip sync, we're glad it did. Never before had two queens this flexible come together for a lip sync. It was clear right from the jump that both queens badly wanted that Shantae. And the competition was tight, right up until Kennedy jumped right off the stage and into the splits, only to be matched by Katya moments later with her own stationary split. What made this lip sync so good is the level of talent and energy that both queens were serving. But in the end, Kennedy just went that extra mile. Number 5, Manila Luzon versus Delta Work.
Two queens, stand before me. Ladies, this is your last chance to impress me and to save yourself from elimination.
Manila's quirky Big Bird dress may have seemed like the perfect garment for the main stage, but it wasn't quite enough to save her from the bottom two. It did, however, work perfectly with her off-the-wall lip sync.
Rain was never waiting for us, dear. It ran one step ahead.
She started out pretty tame, swooning along to the maudlin lyrics. But when the song hit the bridge, Manila unleashed her inner Gila monster and slayed that lip sync. Her dance was kooky, funny, and honestly a little bit scary. But most importantly, it was memorable.
I'm looking at Manila and I'm going, wow, this is Broadway.
Meanwhile, Delta Work stood in the same spot and sang along to her Bracelet? Interesting choice, Delta.
Now, sashay away.
Thank you very much.
Number 4, Dida Ritz versus the Princess.
Good luck, and don't it up.
Dida Ritz might not have been the best at serving looks on the runway, but this lip sync showed us all why she made it on the show.
This will be the first time anyone has loved me.
With one of the most high-energy performances, Dida stomped, shook, and strutted out a powerhouse number, closing the show with one of the best performances ever seen on RDR, let alone lip syncs.
This will be you and me. Come on. Yes, I'll be. Well.
This was made all the better by the fact that she performed Natalie Cole's hit song This Will Be, to the hoots and cheers of the diva herself. Even with that weird wig, Dida demonstrated what drag was all about, and the princess never stood a chance.
That is what a lip sync for your life is, baby. That is high drag at its finest.
Number 3, Raja versus Carmen Carrera.
Lost in a dream. I don't know which way to go.
After Mimi I'm First controversial wrestling move, no one seemed to mind when these queens got touchy-feely on the main stage. When the two threw down on the runway, it didn't take long for clothes to come off, letting them show off their sickening silhouettes rivaled only by Violet Chachki.
Raja's getting naked. I'm like, this is gonna be hot because Carmen is nudity and we're gonna throw down right now.
The performance quickly became more of a light wrestle than a lip sync, and we're surprised that nothing came a little untucked given just how naked Carmen got. It was the hottest, most sexually confusing moment in Drag Race Her Story, and one we'll never forget.
This is just soft porn. It's kind of hot.
Straight up now, tell me.
Number 2, Alyssa Edwards versus Roxxxy Andrews.
Get ready for the lip sync of your life.
9 out of 10 Drag Race queens agree. Roxxxy Andrews has got the look. Nearly all of her outfits are handcrafted down to fine details, and she knows exactly what it takes to serve it up with her thick and juicy curves.
I love it. I give this look a toot. Toot!
When she squared off against dancing diva Alyssa Edwards, it was hard to see how Roxxxy could pull it off. And when she pulled off her wig, a big lip sync no-no from season 2 onwards, the judges held their breath.
We ain't doing nothing wrong, so don't tell me nothing. I'm just trying to have fun. So keep the party jumping, so what's up?
But as we mentioned before, Roxxxy knows what she's doing, and revealed a second, more whip-friendly wig beneath. Legendary.
It's gonna be a photo finish tonight.
But before we get to our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. You make me feel like a natural woman. There's no way I can ever go, no way. You're gonna love.
Good luck. And don't f it up.
Number 1. Coco Montrese versus Alyssa Edwards. Who else but Alyssa Edwards and Coco Montrese could take the number 1 spot? These two longtime adversaries had a lot to prove when it came to their main stage performance.
I'm making sure the judges see every word that's coming out of my mouth, as if I was Paula Abdul herself.
Alyssa pulled out all the stops, kicking and twirling in an act that could only come from years of professional dancing experience.
You can find somebody better, girl. He's good cold in his eyes.
That spinning jump into the split, I mean, come on.
This was all while wearing an outfit that Santino described as the ugliest dress he'd ever seen. Whereas Coco's mango pantsuit almost saved her from the bottom too. Almost. Her look really shone in the lip sync, where the billowy sleeves dance along perfectly with the song highlighting her perfect lyrical knowledge and ultimately beating out Alyssa's exceptional moves.
Coco's spinning, very beautiful. Her outfit works perfectly for the dance moves. This thing, she is everything.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite RuPaul's Drag Race lip sync? For more top 10s that put a sway in your step, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
Sashay away.
Thank you, Ru, so much.